Welcome back, everyone. Another installment here of Low Hanging Wax. Thank you for joining me. Today, we're back at it. We're back in the gutter, the junk that we love the most. Some real random junk here. This is why I started this channel. We got an already partially sliced rack pack of more of you know what this is, and one of my new favorites, some Topps Big Baseball. All right, let's see what we got in here. Thank you again for all the support. I love reading the comments and going back and forth with you guys. Really means a lot. I do appreciate it. Thank you. And I do love the constructive criticism. However, I don't know, I think it's some of the younger guys, maybe the newer collectors, like we got Sparky Anderson cards here. I mean, these are like dollar, $2 rack packs. I'm basically trying to pretend like I'm like this kid again. This is a slow channel. This is like it's a slow channel for older guys who want to see some of the stuff that they used to open. It's not going to be, fast, rock'em sock'em numbered cards and all this and breaks. And I have these things I like to share them. We get the platform here. Instead of looking at a wood box, I'd rather put this up so you can see all the cards. And in case you don't know, my name is Drabeck. So I've had this on my shelf since I was like, I don't know, 10, 11. So I like seeing it around. So this is the kind of channel. Maybe it's a little selfish, but that's what we got. There's me at age 11 opening up some 1990 Pro Set Series 2. Oh, yeah. So as you can see from the Batman watch, you can see I've been doing the junk from way back. So I like to share. So that's what we got going on here, guys. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you dig it. And without any further ado, this thing wants to open itself. Let's see what we got here. All right, fantastic World Series. I was disappointed the Blue Jays didn't win, but boy, man, you can't ask for more. You really can't ask more from a team than what they gave you there. But boy, there were some wacky plays. Crazy. I picked the right year to get back into baseball, that's for sure. I had no idea. All right, so here we go. We'll go from left to right. Sometimes I mix these up. Truth be told. All right, let's see what we got here. Come on, we're trying to get back on track here. We're trying to look for some errors, some fun stuff. That's kind of the point with doing this 90 Fleer. Sorry about that. All right, let's see what we get. Starting it off with Dave Stieb. Back to the cozy confines of 90 Fleer. Dave Parker, nice. Put Dave up in the front. I have up my stands here. Steve Jeltz. Sorry about that. Mike Flanagan. Oops. John Smiley. Kirby Puckett. Checklist. There we go. It's pretty cool. I have no background noise. It's a little quiet in here. Jay Bell. Gene Harris. Terry Pendleton. Rob Murphy. Boy, these are really dry. Tom McCarthy. This dry Buffalo air. Ron Robinson. Nelson Santovina. In case you forgot, looking for a Dave Martinez, it looks like this that has the yellow. I know it's a needle in a haystack, but that's what we're trying to do here. And Jim Presley. And there's some other good hits in this here. We've already hit a Griffey and all right, let's see what we got here. Pete Smith. Oh, the lighting's not right. Greg Caderet. I don't know who that is. Don Carmen. Ruben Sierra. I like Ruben Sierra. Lonnie Smith. Nice. We've gotten this one a few times. Don Mattingly and Mark McGuire. We have to make some room for those giant cards, though. Hopefully, we get some hits. Alex Cole. I always thought. Am I the only one that thought he looks like Dave Chappelle? I swear. Anyways, makes you wonder, man. Wacky world we're in. Joel Skinner. Keith Hernandez. Keith Hernandez. His buddy Roger McDowell. We're going to put him in the smoking section in the back. That's what we got designated here in the back. Mark Williamson. Greg Vaughn. Frank White. I'm sure I annoy some people, but like I said, this isn't for everyone. Blaine Beatty. Jerry Brown. Eric Davis. Nice. I like Eric Davis. Terribly cut. Look at it. It actually looks like it's. I don't know what the hell's going on there. All right. The last section. I think I only have one more of these. Thank God, right? But you don't know until you try. I like to try for some of these errors. You never know. Oh, 90 tops is a tough one. That Frank Thomas one. And 90 tops has gotten expensive. And so has 90 score baseball. They want like 60, $70 for. I mean, I love grabbing that Bo Jackson card, but man, those used to be like $30 a box. Andres Thomas. Everything's going up. Robin Ventura. I didn't think he was that good. Frank DePino, just my opinion. Jose De Jesus, not trying to piss anyone off. Kevin Elster. I'm sure I will. Mark Thurmond. Tim McIntosh. Matt Winters. Randy Myers. I feel like something. Corey Snyder. Man, he's all over the place. Him and Chet Lemon. I haven't seen Chet Lemon in a while. Todd Benzinger. Jamie Navarro. Steve Bedrosian. Kevin Romine. And then we got one of those league standouts. Nice. Jose Canseco. Very cool. All right, we're going to try to move him over. So there we go. There's the 90 Fleer. Now we're going to move to, I know it's out of order, but I'm Polish. We'll do the Series 3 first since there's only one. Sorry. All right, see what we get here. I forget what the Doug Drabek is. I think he's in Series 2. I would like to hit the Doug Drabek. Always a fun little chase here on the channel. I used to get such a kick out of being a young kid with the, Drabek's kind of a, not the most common name. So to see even he was a decent player. Cy Young, I think, one year. Oh, he was Cy Young one year. And look at that. Handsome looking, fresh faced Tom Mattingly. Look at that. Can't wait to hear the comments on that one. Tom Bernansky. Pete O'Brien. Sid Bream. I have like a million of these. Odd looking card there. Alfredo Griffin. Darnell Coles. And who do we got on the back? Jeff Treadway. Damn. Nothing great. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Nothing great. We got Dan Mattingly. I think I'm asking too much out of some of these. I gotta tamp my expectations a little bit here. So we got the Don Mattingly. Let's see what else we get on these giant baseball cards here. Jose Lean starting it off. Wow, look at the damage. Mitch Webster. Ozzie Virgil. Mike Kingery. Roger Clemens. Nice. Try to get him up here. There we go. Nelson Liriano. Brett Butler. He's solid, but we got one more pack. We're running out of room here. One more Series 2. Let's see what we get in this one here. Come on, something cool. I used to know where the Drabek card was, but now I just forgot. Maybe we'll get surprised. Jim Presley. Tim Raines. Steve Trout. Kurt Wilkerson. Another Roger Clemens. Lots of doubles. It's a big set, too. I'm surprised I get so many doubles. It's not huge, but it's a decent size. Mike Kingery. Floyd Bannister. Always fun. That was still a fun little jaunt of junk wax. So there we have it. Oh, we didn't look. I didn't even look to see. Let's do a final due diligence. There's probably none, but let's do a due diligence. Looking for a neon yellow 90. I don't know. I might as well show all the work, right? So thanks again. I think next time I'm going to try to go looking for elites in the Donruss. Or Don Russ. Exciting stuff. I do have a couple more things on the way. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to getting through. And there's still some of that shockingly yellow 91 Fleer to get through. And assorted goodies. And I never know what I'm going to pick up. I'm a big fan of the newly listed stuff, because then you get some weird stuff like that 87 blister pack for $7. You get some weird off-the-cuff stuff. All right. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.